watching One Piece the first time, and I want to talk about the beginning of Whole Cake Island. So if you're not caught up, save this and come back to it. Specifically in this video, I want to talk about Sanji. So sort of kind of the end of Zou going into Whole Cake Island. But I love this so much because Sanji is my favorite Straw Hat. I'm going to choose to ignore the weird stuff. And if you're saying I can't do that, some people headcanon is that Law made up his backstory. So if that can be their agenda, my agenda is that Sanji just didn't do any of that. Those were filler scenes. So, you know, we all have our own ways of coping. And this arc is the best of Sanji. Like, this is everything I love about Sanji. It's the chivalrous Sanji. It is the one who likes to protect the weak. It is the one with, like, a complicated and tragic backstory. It's the one who loves cooking because of, like, providing food to those he loves and the importance of food out on the sea. It is just, it's so good. And seeing his dynamic with his siblings, the flashbacks of his mother, the relationship of his father, it is adding this layer of complexity to Sanji that I didn't think we would get. Like, this is crazy. This is like a whole arc dedicated to furthering Sanji's backstory and fleshing him out more as a character and adding growth for Sanji. And this is, this is crazy. It's like a whole arc dedicated to a character who was already established, which I have a theory that they're going to do this for all of the East Blue members at some point, because their backstories were, like, kind of short and quick in comparison to, like, the other characters that we got, you know what I mean? Like, especially for Usopp and Zoro, I felt like they had, like, the least fleshed out backstories. Nami's was pretty well expanded, but even her, I could see, like, what was there anything more before she was adopted? Like, I wonder if all of the East Blue people are going to get further fleshed out backstories in future arcs. But I love the way that they had Sanji leave the crew, because he did have his own volition, but he was being coerced. And it wasn't like this thing where they think, like, Sanji hates them or something. Like, the other crewmates saw what was happening. They were able to report back to it. So, like, I just really like the way that they extracted him, because it doesn't feel like a repeat of Robin leaving the crew or Usopp leaving the crew. Like, it doesn't feel like we're just rehashing a storyline where, oh, another crewmate left for some reason. It's completely unique, and it makes sense in the situation, and it, like, really helps drive the plot forward. I've got a lot more to say about this. I'm going to keep them for other videos, but if you want to see those, make sure you give me a follow, and if you haven't already, let me know in the comments what you think about Sanji and Whole Cake Island, but no spoilers, because I'm not that far in.